Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new Cataclysm card review, and we are continuing our marathon, or whatever you want to call it, of reviews of Colossal minions. And we have the Mage one, and it's funny that we have Mage and Priest back to back, as they are two of the worst classes in Hearthstone, and they probably could use some pretty good Colossals. Did Mage get a good one? I don't know. We're going to talk about it, the implications of it. It's kind of like a control Colossal. It's really weird. It's different. Obviously, you want to win this card or any of the other cards from Cataclysm. We have our giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders, 1 mega bundle out of my pocket to enter the giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel every 1,000 subs we get until the rewards track refresh goes live. I'll add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button, make me go baroque. And we're getting really close to that next 1,000, by the way, getting really close. So keep hitting that sub button, make me go broken, then I can't afford all the Lego or stuff. Nah, we'll be fine. I'm completely addicted, I'll find a way. Anyways, what is this Mage Colossal? It's a weird one, and it is an elemental, the Vulcanos, a 7 mana 4/8, as I said, elemental Colossal +2. So you get the 2 extensions on it. And this is the weirdest part of the text. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other minions. That's friendly, that's enemy, and yes, that includes your extensions, right? It's only not gonna hit itself. So you get a bit of an AoE, right? A little bit of an AoE, but why am I gonna want a destroyer hit my own extensions? What's going on here? And again, reminder, this is not a Herald class. You cannot upgrade the Colossal or anything like that. This is a one-time deal. You get it right out the gate, no build around, whatever. But it's a weird one where you get the extensions of the Plume of Vulcanos, a 2 mana 1/4 elemental. So it'll basically be a 1/2, right? Because it's going to take 2 damage. Whenever this takes damage, you get a random fire spell. It costs 3 less, and that's pretty darn crazy that right out the gate, I guess, you play it, you'll deal a bit of an AoE, you will damage these, you're going to get 2 random fire spells that cost 3 less. Any other damage your opponent's going to have to do to remove these from the board, you'll get more. So on average, you're probably going to get 3 or 4, fire spells for 3 less. So you're going to fill your hand with probably some cheap burn, could be like, I guess, explosive trap or something like that, but you're going to stock up on some pretty good fire spells, and maybe you save some spell damage for this, and it can become a win condition in itself. We even have the card, I think it's from Emerald Dream, the Inferno Herald. I mean, this sounds terrible. Like, why am I doing this? But you can do it where you save these fire spells, play the Inferno Herald, cast them, and get some elementals that cost 3 less. However, I will note that typically Colossals are not like Titans, where they are not exempt from the discover or created by rules, where you can create another Vulcanos as a random elemental. This could theoretically go infinite if you do an Inferno Herald thing. I know I'm going in on this thing that makes no sense, but I'm going with what I got to work with here, right? So theoretically, you could go Vulcanos, play Inferno Herald, play a fire spell, generate a Vulcanos, and go from there, right? As long as it's being able to create it, by which Titans you can't create, and I believe Colossals you can't evolve into. That's their rule, right? You can't evolve or summon a minion through the discovery effect that way. Other than that, you're kind of good to go on Colossals. So it's interesting. Like what deck wants this? I guess like Elemental Mage, you could cheat this out in Wild with certain spells like the Evocation thing or the Aqua Archivist. So Wild implications are certainly there. I don't think there's a great way of cheating out Elementals currently in Standard, but there's always been like Elemental Mage decks and fire spell stuff. It's definitely in line with what Mage has done historically, and obviously there's going to be more Mage cards to come from this expansion. I think this is the first Mage card we have seen, so it might be something. It's a bit of an AoE, a bit of a board control value, possible burn. I'm not in love with it. I feel like, Mage needs a lot right now, and I don't know if this is it. I like that it does have an immediate impact on the board. However, getting those fire spells, you're not going to get them till your next turn, right? So you have to wait a little bit on that. And I guess if you have Dios on the board, you could deal 4 and you'll get even more spells. So that's something, but that's like 14 mana. That's probably not going to happen. So overall, again, this is a weird one on paper. I think it has potential as a more control-y style, say burn, particular, maybe arcane. Oh, is that just arcane spell damage or spell damage overall? Maybe it can go into some kind of spell damage thing, right? Where you save these spells, and a lot of fire spells are burn. That I'll give it a very optimistic 3. I love the flavor. I think it's a cool card. I like that it's more of a control-y style card. It's just only 2 damage is just, it's not a lot, right? That is not a lot, especially when you're getting to the later game with this card. It's going to be really hard to play this, have it, you know, be relevant enough. And the body itself, I guess it sticks around as a 4/8. It'll keep dealing 2 damage at the end of every turn. It's kind of like a Baron Geddon, right? Except it doesn't go face. So it's got a little bit of that going on for it. I think maybe just maybe some kind of slower control mage can make it work. And yeah, in Wild, there's actually so much more synergy, as I mentioned, like the Evocation, the Aqua Archivist, other fire spells. You could copy this with like Molten Reflection. It could generate that and do some crazy stuff like that. But it's Wild, right? Are we playing Vulcanos Mage in Wild? I guess you never know. You could get an Ignite and go infinite with that, and it does not seem particularly amazing. So in Wild, even though you have all the different elemental stuff going on, all the other ways to make things work, yeah, I gotta give it a 1. I don't see it happening, but in terms of Standard, I think it's got a bit of a shot. And when we look at the Arena, definitely I really hope we get to draft Colossals. They seem to be going more in the line of just batshit crazy in Arena, and this is a card I would love to pick at the Arena, right? I don't need to herald it. I could just play it, have an AoE, get value. They got to deal with it. It'd be really annoying. So yeah, in Arena, it'd be a way more solid card, but Standard, we'll have to wait and see if this is the card that can bail Mage out. We need more support for this, that's for sure, but we got like what, 9 other Mage cards. We'll see what they've got cooking for Mage in the next few weeks. So that's it for today, just the 1 card. Tomorrow, I believe, is just the Priest Colossal, so it's going to be another similar story of, is Priest getting some good help? Is it good? We'll find out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And of course, like next week, there's going to be so many cards, like the creator reveals that I'll be hosting one of them, by the way, where they're going to be doing like 10, 12 cards. We're going to have a lot to go over each day. But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.